Hi, it's Tracy. Today we're going to talk about food. The most disciplined of us think about food unemotionally. It's a fuel for our bodies. We need so many grams of fat and protein and carbohydrates, and that's all it is to us. But that's not most of us, and it's certainly not me. We have emotional attachments to food. We have food memories of gatherings in childhood maybe, and our favorite foods then. We have foods that are comforting to us. We use food as a reward. We eat when we're bored, we eat when we're stressed, but most of us don't think about food being the most important medicine for our bodies. When we're trying to manage our weight, we're frequently told that it's simply a matter of taking in fewer calories than we're expending. So eat less, exercise more. And that theory, called calories in, calories out, has been debunked. And anybody who's tried to lose weight can tell you that it's not that simple. And in fact, it isn't. So all calories are not the same. Your body doesn't use calories all the same. Eating fats, eating carbohydrates, these things are processed, metabolized, and stored in different ways. So how your weight goes up or down is not a matter of calories in versus calories out. It's what kind of foods you're eating, how frequently you're eating, and it's all controlled by various hormones. So that's why so many weight loss medicines that we use right now are based on hormones that promote us feeling full or manage our feelings of hunger. If you are pregnant, or if you're planning to become pregnant pretty soon, weight loss medication may not be the best idea for you because we don't use those in pregnancy. But the food we eat can act as medication, and how we manage our diet can help promote weight loss before pregnancy or manage your weight gain during pregnancy. So this concept is particularly important if you have diabetes in pregnancy or if you're overweight in pregnancy, because the most important hormone that helps us manage our weight is insulin. Insulin is a hormone that our body makes in response to meals, especially carbohydrates, and it helps move glucose, which is the basic unit of fuel for our bodies, into cells where it can provide energy. But insulin can also be raised or lowered depending on how frequently you eat and what kinds of foods that you eat. So when you're trying to manage your weight or your blood sugars, you need to be aware of this, because we always want to be eating foods that minimize insulin secretion, because insulin not only moves glucose inside your cells, it also promotes fat storage because it's helping you save calories or energy for when you might need it. If we don't prepare really carefully, the foods that tend to be easiest for us to reach for are convenience food, fast food, and these are the foods that are the least helpful for our bodies. They do promote more fat storage because they're higher in unhealthy fats, lots of starch, salt, and sugars. When we're thinking about food as the most important medicines for our body, we have to consider that, like any medicine, it can help us or hurt us depending on how much of it we're taking and what kind and when and how we're combining it. As a diabetic, I find myself reaching for foods all the time that I should reduce or avoid. But what happens over time, if you eat enough starchy food like breads and rice and potatoes and noodles and desserts, is that the hormone response, the hormones that make you feel full, get a little blunted, and you can eat more and more of these foods and not recognize that you're full. So this is why we want you to eat your fat or your protein at the beginning of every meal and snack, because your body will recognize a lot faster with these foods when you're full. So if you begin with your protein or your fat and you end with your starch, your body will do a lot better at telling you when you've had enough. If you're thinking about how best to manage your weight gain in pregnancy, how to manage your blood sugars, if you are diabetic or trying to avoid becoming diabetic in pregnancy, check out other videos on the channel that talk about what order to eat your food in so that you feel full a little faster, how to snack or not snack, and how frequently you should be eating. We've got a ton of information because we obsess about food here. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment or a request if there's something you specifically want to hear about, and we'll see you next time.